Okay. Are you comfortable? I'm sorry. I'm not. I mean, how long have I been moved in now? Almost a month, I guess it should be ready, but yeah, I don't know. I'm still nesting, I'm still trying to find out what I want where, and I don't think I'm ever gonna give up this really uncomfortable sofa. I just love it too much. But anyway, so I know I invited you round to carve pumpkins with me, but it turns out that I had to maybe pay a little bit more than I thought I would for the transition of things and all that boring stuff. So we have one pumpkin. I know. well, I thought it would be a nice bonding experience if we just, carved it together. Hey, come now. Look at this pumpkin. This is like one of the last pumpkins because I left it so late in the month. I think all of the pumpkins were gone. Do you know what we should do next year? We should go pumpkin picking. Apparently there's like pumpkin patches all around here, like the farms. I didn't even know that. I thought that you could just go strawberry picking here, but obviously you can go pumpkin picking, so we're going next year. Okay. Anyway, so this pumpkin was one of the last ones, and well, I might have dropped one beforehand. I know. So I dropped it, and it did kind of break a little bit, and I just felt so bad. So I went to the checkout and I tried to pay for it. Or like I left my other shopping in the basket, like at the other end of the till. And I said to the man, I'm really sorry, but I dropped this pumpkin. So can I pay for it, and then can you put it in the bin? But he was very lovely, and he said not to worry about it. But anyway, so that was a really good pumpkin. It was so big and it was so good. But then this one, trusty large pumpkin, £1.50, origin UK. It's got a sticker on it. So yeah, anyway, so we're gonna carve this one together. Gonna carve it. I'm sorry that you don't have your own pumpkin. I'm sorry that I don't have my own pumpkin, because I would have carved your face into it. No, I wouldn't. I'm nowhere near artistic enough. Okay, so once I've got this sticker off, can you just put that on the, thank you. So, oh, okay, because it is Halloween, and because you're like my most favoritist person in the whole wide world, I have got some snacks for us that still not quite ready because I might have burnt the first batch, but never mind. So we have some eyeball dumplings. I have no idea how they're gonna taste, but they're just like little white dumplings, and I put some rice paper eyes on them, and they're in this really like syrupy strawberry sauce, so they'll be nice. We've got some crunchy little insects to eat. I made some jelly. How is jelly Halloween? Well, it's red, so I guess you could use your imagination and say that it's like blood or something. I don't know. Yeah, so I don't know. I tried to make it Halloweeny, okay? I tried, but we have A Nightmare Before Christmas to watch. We've got the pumpkin, we've got each other, so it should be fine. Oh, we can open this together. So I thought this year, instead of using my normal kitchen utensils, like a spoon, and like my big carving knife to try and carve a pumpkin, I'm starting to see why it kind of went wrong all these years. I decided to buy like a little carving kit. So let's see what's in here. Ooh. Ooh, there's a little note. Happy Halloween. Ooh, biodegradable plastic. Good. Right. Oh my gosh. I think you could actually kill somebody with these tools. What? It's Halloween. I can be a little bit macabre, or whatever they call it. So this one, I'm guessing, is to scoop out... if I was to kill somebody, scoop out the brains. I don't know. Ugh. Oh, okay. So this is to scoop out the pumpkin seeds. Oh, okay. We've got this one, which kind of looks like a pointy knife, I guess. Maybe I can cut the top off the pumpkin with that one. Oh geez, we're gonna have to be really careful not to cut ourselves. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna have to be really careful since I'm the clumsiest one. Ooh. So, scoopy thing. We've got the knife. We've got this. Oh, it's got a plastic thing, so it's like a blade. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna have to be so careful. Oh my gosh. Okay. We have got... Do you want to take this one out? So that one is... Ooh. That's like a mini knife. Very cool. Thank you. I don't even know what this is. Have you ever seen a pumpkin carving? I didn't even know that these were a thing, you know. Or maybe it's just me. This one, I'm trying not to touch the... I think this is like a gouger. Stick it in the pumpkin and take stuff out, maybe. Oh, you know, like the triangle eyes sometimes. Maybe you could use it for that. Oh, but we're not doing... yeah, so I forgot to tell you, I may have asked some advice from some very cool people about what I should carve onto my pumpkin this year, or our pumpkin. And they said that we should carve demon peaches. Well, I'll level with you. I'm not really quite sure what that means either. I guess it means me in demon form, so I guess we'll find out. But yeah. I'll tell you what, if you cut the top bit off, then I'll like scoop out the middle. Oh, please. It's like my favorite part, please. Please, please, please. Yeah, thank you. Okay, well, there you go. Let me find you the tool. Which one do you want to use? Do you want to use this? Like a knife thing, or is that too thin? Let me see if I can find the other one. I feel like a surgeon. Although I imagine surgeons are a bit more organized than me. Okay, so you've got this one, or you've got this one. I think this one's a bit more serrated. Want to try this one? Okay. So if I remember rightly, when carving, I know, I'm just thinking out loud before you do it. I think you're supposed to go in like diagonally and then cut around. So instead of it being like a flat thing that falls through the middle, it's kind of got a bit of a, like a gradiented slope to sit on. I don't mind. As long as it's big enough for me to get this in, this big scooper thing, I don't mind. I don't know. Don't worry about it. Just have a go. Ooh, very good. And then you just go all the way around. That's it. Oh my gosh, you could be like a killer sat on my sofa. I'm kidding. Okay, I'll shut up. I'm so glad you're doing this bit and not me. Do you know what I tried watching again for like the 10th time since I was little, trying to get over my fear? The Grudge. Have you ever watched it? Oh my gosh. There's something about it. It's just so like unnerving and so creepy. I just really don't like it. Well, like I said, I didn't watch like a lot of it, but from what I remember from when I was little, it's about this. I'm not sure if it was set in maybe China, but it's about this woman who, or like a spirit, I guess, who lives in this house, and she just makes this awful sound. I can't really remember what happened to her. Something bad happened to her basically, and yeah, she just makes this awful noise. And my cousin, when I was little, after showing this to me, by the way, he thought it would be a really good idea to get the sound that the Grudge makes on his phone and oh, a bun, and like start playing it, and it really scared me, and obviously like scarred for life. Ooh, I think I have a bit of a splinter. Ouch. It must be from touching the top. It doesn't matter. Right, let's have a look inside. Maybe, can I? Thank you. Let's use the scooper to scoop off the top. Maybe. Please. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh, I forgot how bad pumpkin smells. Oh my gosh, that really smells like Halloween. Okay, so I got this bowl to scoop it into. Okay. You know, when I was little, we had a pumpkin carving competition. And I don't know if you've ever read, like I read the books when I was little, but obviously I watched the movie as well. And I think it's a TV series now as well. But I tried to do Count Olaf from A Series of Unfortunate Events. Like, I loved it so much when I was little. And yeah, so I did that, and I did really, really well, right? And this was for school. But this girl called Melissa, she did, oh my gosh. She did, what's it called? It's from this movie, Oogie Boogie. You know Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas? Yeah, she did that. And I'm going to say she with the bunny ears because she definitely did not do that. I spent so long like drawing it and planning it out. I worked really hard on it, and I'm pretty sure that pumpkin was carved by her dad. And everyone was like, oh, that's so amazing, like you did so well. And she won. But I did mine all by myself. Not that I'm bitter about it, of course, but I blame Melissa for my awful pumpkin carving skills. Ugh. It seems a waste to get rid of, oh my gosh, to get rid of all these pumpkin seeds. You can roast them, can't you? As like a snack. I've never had pumpkin seeds before. Ooh, look at this. Ugh. I got it all over my hands. You want to hug me? Are you sure you don't want to hug me with my disgusting hands? Oh, well, that's a good job. There's a towel here. Ugh. But yeah, I don't even think I carved a pumpkin last year. I got pumpkins for like the living room just to look at. But I don't think I carved one last year. But then again, you were not in my life last year. And I've been really excited actually to carve this with you. Just so I can show you my mad skills. Ugh. Anyway, what do you want to talk about? Spooky stories. Spooky stories for me are a little bit like jokes. I'm not very good at them. Let me think. Spooky stories. There was one that so my auntie told me this probably when I was about 8, and then my dad told me the exact same story a couple of years later, so it's kind of, I don't know, I think it stuck with me because it just seems so real. So let me just see if I can remember this right. There was a family and they'd been to some kind of a like party or I don't know, and it was around Halloween time. And around where they live, I say they, around where we live, because apparently this happened around here. Apparently around here, there's this big long road that takes you from the big city, like back into the town. And this family, like, you know, they'd had a nice time and they had parked next to this hospital, gone to the thing, and then they came back and they were like driving along this really long road, and suddenly they just ran out of like fuel on this big long road. No lamps, no like night lamps, no like lampshade, no wait, lampposts, street lights. So there's none of those, so it's like pitch black. So there's a sister and a brother in the car, so those are the kids, and then there's the mom and the dad. And the dad says, don't worry, like I'll walk like the few miles back into the town and I'll get some fuel, and I'll be back, just stay in the car. So he walks and he goes and like disappears into the night. And then after like 2 hours, the mom starts to worry and she starts to panic, and obviously it's cold and the kids are, you know, like starting to panic. And so the mom gets out and she goes, you know, she starts walking, like looking either for help or to see if her husband's coming back. And then after like half an hour, like the mom doesn't come back. And so the kids are in the car and they're really scared and, you know, they don't know what's going on. And then suddenly they hear footsteps and they think, oh, you know, good, they're back now. But then the footsteps disappeared. And it's always like the worst. The worst part of the story. It always used to creep me out. They suddenly heard like a noise on the top of the car, like a banging on the roof. And it was really like, you know, eerie and creepy. And they could just hear like this gurgling noise and just really strange sounds, like, you know, there was like an animal on the car or something. And it turns out that that night, the hospital that they parked next to was like a mental hospital. This was based like years and years and years ago. And that night, a patient, like the most dangerous patient there, had escaped. And he'd been like following the car the whole time. He'd cut like the fuel pipe or whatever, so they'd ran out of fuel, and he just like hunted them down and he was on top of the car with their mom's like severed head. Creepy. And my auntie told me that when I was 8 years old. Do you think I slept that night for the rest of the year? No, I did not. Now, I'm not that great at telling stories. I just remember that one very vividly. Now, we need to draw Demon Peaches. Do you mind if I draw it? I've kind of got an idea. So, at first I thought, well, I can try and draw my face and it's going to go really weird. It would look like, I don't know, Mrs. Potato Head or something with horns. So instead of that, I thought, let's be reasonable. I'm going to draw a peach. Ooh, this pen's not very good. Oh no. A peach. And we're going to come all the way down here. And basically, what I'm going to do is try and do like a peach with horns and a face. And we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad. No. More creepy stories. Are you sure? After that one, you're not going to sleep. I'll be holding you all night. It is a bit scary. I don't know if I do have any more stories that I can tell you that are very good. I can tell you of stories that have creeped me out in the past, or like things that I watched or read. So one story that, I mean, I do like it even though it really creeps me out. I really do like it. Is Coraline. So Coraline, even if you have watched it, I'm going to explain anyway because it's good for me to talk while I'm trying to do this. So Coraline is about a girl who moves to this, I think maybe she used to live in the city or something. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. You know, I think that's like the basic shape. That looks okay, doesn't it? Do the basic outline, sorry, and then I don't know, I'll see how it goes. What I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to try and like just scrape off the top layer so it's not a hole, and then maybe the face bit I'll do as holes. That sound like, yeah, okay. So if I do the scraping, because I love the scraping, and then you can do all the technical bits because you're so much better than I am. But yeah, Coraline. So Coraline is about a girl, yeah. And like I said, I think she used to live in the city, I'm not quite sure. But she hates where her parents take her. Like, she lives in this, I think it's called the Pink Palace. And yeah. She is really mad at her parents for taking her away from her friends and things like that. And she's just generally, you know, not very happy. And she meets this boy who's a little bit odd, but you know, he's still nice. And he gives her this like doll, and it's really weird because it looks exactly like her, like same raincoat, same hair, same facial expression, and it has these like buttons for eyes. And she doesn't really think anything of it. Like, she likes her new doll, and she doesn't really like this boy, but she's like, whatever, I'll take this doll. And she takes it back home. And then, like, weird things start to happen. She finds this door in her living room that's, like, locked. And she begs her mom to find the key. And they find it. But when she opens it, it's, you know, it's just like a bricked off wall, basically. And again, she didn't think anything of it until at the night time, where there is like a mouse, and she follows this mouse, and the mouse goes into this door that is now magically like not blocked off. And when she gets in there, it's like exactly like the real world, but things are different. Like, her parents are nicer to her, and sorry. I don't think I'm very good at this. I'm trying to like go around the outline. Anyway, yeah, so she goes into this new world, and there are parents just like hers, except they have buttons for eyes, and they're really nice. So instead of eating this like squelchy mud stuff that her mom or her dad gives her, she has like mango milkshake and all of these other really cool like snacks and things to eat. She has some really nice clothes. And it's just nicer than the world that she's living in right now. And so she keeps going back there until things start to get like a little bit sinister, and it turns out that her mother is not really her mother at all. Like, I think she knew it wasn't her mother anyway. But just weird things start to happen. Like, the mice start to turn into rats, and this other mother turns into this like skeletal spider metallic thing that wants to keep her forever, like lock her away and take her eyes away from her. So that's pretty creepy. And I actually watched the movie before I read the book, but the book is even creepier. So there's this man called Mr. Bobinsky, and I think he is like a Russian citizen before he moved to wherever it is that Coraline lives. And it's really interesting. In the movie, he has this special badge. And I don't know if you watched it, but do you remember when that Chernobyl, like, docu-series? I don't know what you call it. Like a dramatization of the Chernobyl disaster. Really, really good. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. But that was all about how there were people who, you know, like the people that cleared up afterwards and had to go into that radiation. And they all got a special badge for doing that. And Mr. Babinski has that badge, like, pinned to his vest. And he's a weird kind of blue colour. And he's a little bit, like, away with the fairies, I guess. That was really cool and interesting. Anyway, in the book, he is, like, made up of these weird rat mice things. It's just so creepy. Okay. So I've done the outline. Well, I've gone around the outline. I don't really know how am I supposed to... Should I just scrape? Oops. Okay, I'm just going to do it a little bit at a time. Okay. Oh, you know, another thing. I mean, this isn't really Halloween, but so one story that I learned recently, I've been looking into Norse mythology. Like, I've been really interested in that lately. And there's so many different myths and legends and things like that. And one of them was called Thor's Wedding. So basically, you know how like the Marvel movies describe Thor and Loki as brothers? Well, that's not strictly true. I think Loki is like his, maybe his uncle. It's like a weird relation anyway. It's definitely not his brother. But Loki's still very mischievous and causes a lot of mayhem and trouble in Asgard and things like that. But, so there's these things called frost giants, and they live in a realm called Jotunheim. And they just want Asgard for themselves, basically. And one morning, Thor wakes up without his hammer. And obviously, Thor being Thor, super mad, super boomy, like, who's took my hammer, thinks that Loki's took it. So he goes to, like, beat Loki up. And then it turns out that actually it was the frost giant who had it. And he said he would give it back if he could marry Freya. Oh my gosh, I have so messed this up. Oh my gosh. No, I'm sure it'll be okay. So yeah, the frost giant wants to marry Freya, who's like this really beautiful goddess. And obviously she does not want to marry this frost giant. So Loki has an idea to get Thor's hammer back, and it's actually quite funny, because he didn't really need to do this. But anyway, he says, well, let's say that Freya is going to marry the frost giant, and what if we just like go to Jotunheim, but you dress up as Freya, and then as soon as he gives the hammer back to you, you can just like kill him. So I'm sure Thor wasn't like thrilled with this idea, but he was like, okay, we'll do that then. So they go to Jotunheim, and Thor's dressed up really beautifully in his dress. You know, like, obviously the frost giant is not gonna notice a man with a beard wearing a dress. And they go, and I think they get married, or they think that the frost giant thinks that he's married Freya, and he gives the hammer back. And then Thor like kills the frost giant, and then Thor realizes that actually he didn't need to wear a dress at all, and that. But I don't really get that, because how would the frost giant have given that hammer back? Like, why wouldn't Thor just go to Jotunheim in the first place if that was the case? I don't really understand that. Or maybe it's just the version of the myth that I've read. But either way, super interesting. I love that. Eek. This is actually a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. I do dig these tools though. These are really... Ow! Oh my gosh. My thumb! So I have a splinter and I've just hurt the same thumb. Maybe you should take over for a bit. I've like taken chunks. It looks a bit like an apple. Oh my goodness. I should not be trusted with pumpkins. Okay. Do you know what, actually, this isn't going as badly as I thought. And hopefully our snacks are ready soon, because this is really hungry work. You know how I get when I'm hungry. You did not just say that. I was going to say I find it hard to concentrate now that I'm super grumpy. No, it's okay, I'll let you off, since we only have one pumpkin. I think I would have loved to have seen like what you would have come up with as a pumpkin. What do you think you would have done if you had your own pumpkin? Or maybe there'll be some like on sale pumpkins. Maybe we could go later. Have like a midnight trip to the shop to get a pumpkin. We won't look like crazy people whatsoever. We'll see how this one goes. We'll see if this one, we'll see how this one goes. I still want you to have your own pumpkin though. I'm really glad that you're here. Ugh. Like I said, I didn't carve one last year because there was no one to carve one with. And as much as I think I do like carving pumpkins, it's just not the same when somebody's not there. So it's nice to have you here to listen to me just rant. Oh no! Oh no! Look at what I did. So that's where the horn was supposed to be. And now this is where it's ended up. Oh! It's fine, it's fine. Okay. Right, and now you get to do the eyes. So I'm thinking like an evil uwu, you know what I mean? What, no? There's a peach with horns, like what else are you gonna do? I don't really think you have much of a choice here. Oh, come on, please. Okay, if you do this, and then we'll go and get you your own pumpkin. I promise you can carve it, and you can just have full reign, and yours can take pride place on the fireplace instead of mine. Please. Yay. Okay. So maybe do like some, you know, this face, the close face. No, look at my eyebrows. I'm so angry. So just do them like downwards, and then I guess just a normal uwu face. There we go. You're pretty good, you know. You're very cute to watch. Well, I am super hungry. Do you think we should order some food in as well? Well, I haven't eaten that much today, and I think I've earned it. I mean, look at my masterpiece. Oh my gosh, look, I've got pumpkin everywhere. Oh no. Well, it's fine. We can clean up. We can clean up. You can always clean up, but you can't make new memories. Or something like that. That's a saying, isn't it? I'm sure it is. Wait. You can always make more money, but you can't make more memories. Wait. You can always make more money, but you can't... You know what I'm saying. I think it's perfectly relevant to this situation. I'm really sorry that I've made such a mess of it. I can see that it's so hard to carve. It just needs like smoothing out. Maybe I should have scraped it a little better. Maybe the horns need to be evened out a bit more as well. I'm so awful. I'm sorry. But hey, at least you can say that you carved a pumpkin this month. A Demon Peaches pumpkin. I think you just need to... Yeah, that's it. That's it. Just a little bit more pointy after what I did. I wonder if you're even going to... You know, like when we light it. Oh, maybe we do need to make it a little bit thinner. It's alright. I'll fix it. You carry on doing the good work. And I'll have a think about how to fix this problem. Actually, give it. Give it. Give it to me. Thank you. Right. I am going to put my scoopy scoop down there and put the bowl here. And hopefully I can just like scrape it into the bowl and hopefully not get it on my hair. Okay, scrape, 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 scrape. I wonder how the professionals do it. Oh no! I just put a hole in it. A hole that's not meant to be there. Oh no. Why? Why me? It's okay. Wait, we're gonna fix this. We're gonna fix this. Let me think. This is so awful. This is so awful. I'm so sorry. Okay, maybe if we do eyes. Do. I am a child. Wait. Let's do... Ooh. Oh no, I can't because I put a hole in it. Okay, I got a plan. It's not a very good plan. Oh my gosh. Maybe if I just like carve a little bit. Oh my gosh, it's so easy. Why didn't I do that in the first place? Oh, it's so easy. Okay. I think we're back on track. Maybe a little. Not really. Let's do some nice gentle eyes. Like, you know, the... Okay. Maybe if I come down a little more. It looks a bit like an owl. And not a peach. Okay, if I do that and then cut it a little thin like that, it should kind of work itself out. Oh, it's so thin. Why did you let me do this? Right, you can go into the bowl. Hey, it's not looking too bad, except it's like right in the middle of where What have I done? What have I done? Okay. We can fix this. We can fix this. Did you decide what you wanted to watch tonight? Which movie? Okay, well, I was thinking, I've watched it like 5 times already, but I really don't mind watching it for a 6th time, since the new one got delayed because of everything. But would you like to watch A Quiet Place with me? It's the one with John Krasinski and his wife Emily Blunt, and it's really good. It is so good, like I really recommend it. It's not that scary, to be fair. It is quite scary. It's a bit of a thriller, I guess, but it's really good. Do you mind if I just like cut this bit? I think it might look a bit better. A little bit. Yeah. Okay. I think you might have to like just take this off me now. Okay, I think we're almost done. They're just gonna have a really big forehead, not really any horns. Do you have to have horns to be a demon? I don't even know. Let's just say this is a pumpkin with ill intent. That suffices, doesn't it? Oops. As a demon. Well, since it looks this way already, let's just do a little bit of an evil eyebrow in here. Thick eyebrows, because demons don't need to pluck their eyebrows, do they? Oh no, no. How do the professionals do this? I guess it's just practice, isn't it? I'm sure if I had more practice, then I would not be this terrible. We're going out. We're getting more pumpkins tonight, because I cannot let this be the only pumpkin that I carve this year, because this is just this is just awful. Jack the Skeleton is looking down on me right now and frowning at this awful job that I've done, the Pumpkin King. Okay. Let's do... Shall I make it cute? Oh my god. Okay, let's just go across. There we go. I think we are done. There we go. What do you think? It's so awful. I don't know. I think it's kind of cute. I think it's kind of cute. Do you know what? Little peachy demon pumpkin, you are very sweet for a demon pumpkin. Peach's thing. I might give you some more. In fact, actually, let's just give you like little horns here. Maybe we can get away with that. Just make sure I don't cut myself in the process. Maybe the light will come through enough. Wait, you're not supposed... Okay. Okay. Right. There we go. Yeah, I think... Oh, don't listen to them. You're beautiful. I'm not gonna kiss you because, quite frankly, this smells awful. But you're cute, little pumpkin. You're cute. Do you want to give them a kiss? Oh, on the fireplace you shall go then. Okay. I propose that we just go out right now, go and get maybe like 5 more pumpkins, and just spend the rest of the night watching scary movies and carving the pumpkins. I know what I said about money, but this will be coming out of my emergency like hot chocolate fund. I have to stock up during these months. how can you not have an emergency hot chocolate fund? All right, let's put little peachy demon pumpkin princess on the fireplace. Light her up. No, we're not, because we're going out. We'll light up afterwards. Not smoke. We're not lighting up and smoking. I know, but you're goofy too. All right, let's go then.